Europe, money not dey. This Europe so, money not dey at all. I don't know about UK, Canada, and America, but you see this particular Europe so, money not dey.
What?
Before you go fit build house for Africa, e go take you minimum 5 to 10 years. That one dey sure. All those houses wey you dey see for Africa, Nigeria there, people dey build house, they say they build duplex, they build this one. See guy, na yahoo dem dey do. All of them na yahoo dem dey do. If dem no do yahoo, dem do as I work. You no get wetin you wan tell me. All those houses wey dey build for there na as money or yahoo money na dem take dey build am. Say this abroad now, see you wan work normally 9 to 5. Before you go fit use 9 to 5 build house, your back don finish. Guy, na old age. They dey always do something. E get something hidden thing wey they always dey do when they give them money. If you come talk about this people wey get hotel, get big business, they say na Europe pay them for make money take do am. Bros, na lie. It's impossible. You no fit get this abroad now, come get that kind of money to go build hotel for Nigeria. You must dey do one thing.
Okay, enough of that yow. First of all, let me correct this guy. He's saying you know we make money for Europe. Then he's mentioning UK as if it is outside of Europe. Now again, this is the problem. People like this that don't know anything, they have a platform where they go come they confuse everybody. First of all, he doesn't know that UK is inside Europe. Secondly, within his limited knowledge, he doesn't know that there are some 9 to 5s that you can use to build a house in 5-6 years. So how long did he think he was going to build a house for before? You go do them in 1 month. You don't know before, say you go work 5-6 years before you go build house, even if you are a businessman. Now, secondly, I go tune into some of the yabbies where people don't give them online here before I go into what I want to do. You they eat big chicken way big like this, spending your money, they burn them. Then you are expecting that you will build a house. You go live life in Europe, and then you go live another life in Nigeria to build a house. Okay, that one apart, that one I just joke anyway. Okay, I have been having series of arguments with people. Before I go into that, I want to show you something. Now, it is very easy to cross-check this thing that this man is saying. Majority of what he's saying is true. Europe no easy. Again, the type of jobs that majority of Nigerians do abroad, it is not easy. You know, go fit live life in Europe, and then you are living another life in Nigeria with the kind of salary and with the kind of predominant jobs with it. Of course, you can build a mansion in Nigeria and still live comfortably in the UK on certain 9 to 5 jobs. And that is the whole point of this video today. I will show you which jobs. None of them they're easy to do. You have to have the right kind of brain. You have to have the right kind of orientation to be able to do them. We'll go look at them today. Now we'll go prove this guy wrong. Now, first of all, this is, and it's very simple. What I did was to ask Grok to summarize everything, and then I'm asking questions. We'll go through. Now, don't hear what I didn't talk for the video. Now, this is just a summary of it. Now, I asked Grok, say, what are some of the humorous backlashes? Okay, we don't already do this. See some of the replies where people, they give them, when they're funny. Like this person, the size of that meat he is holding is already giving me the answers I want. Because in the whole year, I haven't eaten meat of that size. Well, if you are tired, just come home. Of course, if you know the sea road for Europe, go home. Why are you still there? So, number 2, in the crazy, see the kind of chicken we eat when you are spending money. Although I know they blame the guy about chop life, enjoy yourself, but all these things not joke. So you have to be frugal. You have to save to be able to afford that life, because somebody where they abroad and you they look Nigeria. My brother, now 2 houses they maintain. It's not easy with most of the jobs that people are doing. If you are doing a regular average Joe job where you go 9 to 5 every day, and you are thinking you are going to be in the UK, for example, you go live comfortably with your family in the UK and you are building a mansion back home. Bros, it's not easy. Majority of the jobs you can't. But today we are going to look. So all these ones not jokes, people just there. Yabam. Now, Let me now go into my questions. So there is a post I made here. It will be the last thing we'll look at. My response to him was, typical ignorant mumu. They give himself excuse for failure. Your mate, they collect £500 to £600 per day doing IT work. You day here, they find who go join you in your misery. How will one not afford a mansion in Nigeria with £600 per day? Bro, humble yourself and ask people how. Now, sometimes the problem in this kind of situation is, apart from not having the right information, apart from not moving within the right circles, it can also be that, look, we are not saying everybody can automatically jump into these roles that will pay you big money. You have to have the right kind of mindset. You have to be the right kind of person. You have to have the right kind of baseline education. Now I ask Grok here, are there jobs in IT one can do in the UK and earn up to £400 per day? Because if I open this comment what I do here, you will see people have been attacking. So they talk nonsense, they talk this, they talk that. I even went as far as bringing the job postings and putting there for them to see. Still, and if you see it, see, comment, they jump in. It's now 10. Since we started this video, it wasn't 10. Look, 11. It has just changed. People are just responding, and a lot of it is abusive language. People that don't know, like this guy in the video. Obviously, it is not going well for him, and then he is wanting everybody to be in that same boat with him. Now I ask Grok, are there jobs in IT? Especially because of this question. Now look, yes, there are plenty of IT jobs in the UK that pay £400 per day, especially in the contracting roles. Yes, if you are a contractor, you go to get this kind of money if you have the right qualification. Even as a permanent person, if you have the right kind of qualification and experience, which means you've built up, you took your time, build up your experience, build up your education, do certifications, and you are in the right area. Yeah, sometimes the economy can shake for IT, but it's easy to get £400 per day if you are fully qualified and you have the experiences. So permanent salaries are usually quoted annually. Example, 80k to 120k pounds for seniors, which works out roughly to be 350 to 550 per day. So now it's mostly contractors. Look, he's emphasizing it here. Now he started giving examples, realistic examples of roles that pay you 400 plus, because I even said 500 to 600 here. So I just bring them down to 400. Now, a software developer / senior software engineer gets between 450 to 650 per day. The median is 510 to 512 pounds per day. So a DevOps engineer, we are talking IT here now. A DevOps engineer is 450 to 650, sometimes 500 plus. Cloud engineer or cloud architect, 500 to 900. Data engineer, Power BI, SQL developer, 425 to 675. Cyber security, 550 to 850 plus. Even business analyst, 400 to 650. Architect, consultant, AI person, these are all AI roles. Machine learning, 600 to 900. Top skills are Kubernetes, Terraform, Python. How many times I'm going to talk and go and learn Python? You know? So, high-end niches. He's not even talking of the high-end. Look at the high-ends. They go well above 800 to 1,000 per day. But 400 is the realistic entry point. You understand? That's why I use 400. Now, there is a lot going on here. But at least we've proven it. So now, important realities. Most of these are 6-12 months contracts. Because somebody was even telling me, look, those jobs, you just do it for 2 days and you go away. And in the job postings I put there, they were even putting the amount of times they needed you. One of them was 6 months. But somebody was arguing with me, those jobs is just 1 or 2 days, and then 6 months later you will not get. Look, one thing should be clear. You have to prepare yourself, build up the experience. You don't just come in today and you jump into being a contractor. And of course, I've seen it too. I have seen people who just graduated and jump straight into doing contracting. It's happening every day. You got to move in the right circles, people that will give you the right information. Avoid guys like this guy waiting in this video, who is already down there and wants to pull everybody down with him. So Grok is just telling you, look, make sure you have the right visa to work. Don't go and start doing backdoor work. You must prepare yourself, have the right kind of visa. And one thing about IT, you have to keep training yourself. Okay, let's go on. Do all of these roles need a college or university degree? This is a key question, because some people were saying, you have to do IT, you have to do that. Bros, one thing I see in the IT sector is that we have, like if you take a development, for example, people that write code. There are people from different backgrounds. Even people that read biology, that read English, that later pivoted into IT. It's even good because when you talk about development, as a developer, you can work in different sectors. One day you might be working for the NHS, one day you are working for finance, one day you are working for one other company somewhere. So if you come from different diverse backgrounds, that domain knowledge helps you a lot. So it's saying here, no, not all of these roles require a college or university degree, especially the 400 plus day contractors positions that you see. It's telling you software developer, DevOps, cloud engineer, not all of them require university education. You can train into them. You can do courses, train into them, build up your experience. Project management, look, they are there. Now, exactly. Now, look at further what he's saying. When you come to IT, it is skills first. Let me tell you the truth. Now, your brain, Oyibo they buy when it comes to IT jobs. They don't care who you are. Once you have the brain to write code, they will employ you as a developer. Forget whether they go laugh with you or not for fees. The brain is what they are buying, because the company wants to produce a product. And you go come here, come they play. Once you have the brain, they don't care where you are from. They will pay you that money to get that product produced. So, look at, it's beginning to list all of them. Developer, senior software developer, degree is common, but not required. Self-taught. See, a lot of these guys are self-taught. They go to boot camps, 3 months, 6 months, they come out, they start building the experience. You can build that experience for 2 years, 3 years, and then you transition into contracting, and then you start getting this kind of money where they talk. Or even if you don't transition into testing, if you are good enough, you will also rise as a penny and be earning that 80K to 100 and something K. It takes time. It takes experience. Some people, you have to be good. One thing about IT, you have to constantly be studying, because it's always changing. Look at now, we are talking about AI. AI wasn't there like 10 years ago. All of a sudden it's the new thing now. And you have to go and relearn, find how you can adapt. That is the good thing. Of course, they're paying you the money. Why wouldn't you adapt? So he's also saying DevOps engineer explicitly does not need a degree. Thousands of successful DevOps engineers have zero formal qualification. So to all those people that are giving excuses in that post, I'm going to show you guys later. All sorts of excuses coming. Even when I posted evidence, say, Siam, go to LinkedIn and check. Because they believe Nigerians that is a block. As long as you're a Nigerian, you can. Nah, lie. You will see the last question I asked about how many Nigerians are in these roles. So, cloud engineer, data engineer, all these things don't need you to go and do one massive degree. Or like it said there, they need the experience over your qualification. That is why they don't have any value for certification. But still do your certifications. It shows that you are committed. And it will give you some sort of domain knowledge. Business analyst, IT manager, IT project manager. Now, why degrees are less important? Because contractor roles are short-term and project focused. Clients want people who can deliver immediately. They don't care whether you went to Cambridge. A company wants to build an app. A company wants to build a system. Do you think they will just bring you to the interview, ask you specifically the things they want to do? If it requires Python coding, they will ask you Python questions. They will ask you to do a practical test in Python. And if you can do it to the level they want, then they look whether you be Nigerian or not. Because you are there to do something for them that will bring money for them. Now, the visa angle, like we keep saying, make sure you have the right kind of visa. In fact, there are certain places you cannot work if you don't have the right kind of, like certain places like within deep inside government, you even have to be a UK citizen to work in some of those places. So, but majority of the jobs, once you have the right kind of visa that permits you to work, the sky is your limit. So, now, Bottom line, for the 400 plus day contractor was I listed, a degree is a nice to have. A degree is nice to have. So some people we are saying that, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have that qualification or that or that. Okay, let's keep going on. Are there any of these, are there any of them a person can do in 3 months? Okay, I'm asking you, if you go and do a 3 months boot camp, can you land any of these jobs? None of them. Like the senior ones, look. The day rates are for mid to senior level. But here, I go tell you caveat. I have seen people that are very, very good. Not the people, plenty of people that even were not having an IT background. They went in and did a course in software testing, for example. And the very daring ones, straight into contracting roles. Plenty. So, Grok is just telling you how it should be on paper. You can do a boot camp and you can land a very high paying job in IT. Like I told you, once you come into the interview room, take for example that building a data warehouse, which of course you need to be able to be very good in data modeling. You got to be good in SQL. You got to be good in coding and all that. You got to understand the concept of data warehousing. If you come into the interview and they give you a practical exercise and they ask you the questions and you scale all of the questions and you demonstrate practically that you know what you are doing, why wouldn't they give you the job? You think they will start asking you whether you did a 3 months boot camp? And I am telling you real life experience. Yeah. So all this one Grok is just trying to play safe side. Yes, most times you have to enter from those roles that pay between 28 to 38. What it is saying here is, wait, you need to calm down, build your experience, and that is the right way to do it. When you graduate or you are just coming in for the first time, pick up a junior role if possible, build your experience for 2, 3, 4 years, and then by that time keep doing courses. If possible, within that time switch around to different domains. Don't remain in one job. Like if you find yourself working in maybe in the health sector, for example, during those 3, 4 years that you want to build your experience, make sure you switch around. Get a job in a different domain like finance or other areas. And I'll tell you, finance pays a lot. Finance, other areas, that will widen your experience. So let's keep going. What was my next question? Outside of IT. Yes, because people are now saying, this IT, not everybody go do IT. Yes, it's not everybody that wants to write Python code. It's not everybody that wants to do IT. I'm not going to lie to you, it's difficult. Some of the roles are difficult. So I asked Grok again, outside of IT, are there other jobs that pay up to £400 per day in the UK? Look at the answer. Yes, there are non-IT jobs in the UK that pay 400 plus per day. Mostly as contractors, of course, we've been saying it. When I'm talking here about £400, £500, I'm talking of contractors. But the equivalent is there as well in the permanent role, like we saw earlier on. So 400 per day is a realistic target for mid to senior contractors with the right experience and qualification. It's not entry level like we keep saying. But hey, I will still tell you, I have seen people that graduated today, they've built up, they've been doing boot camps and so on, straight into contracting, and they're earning this big money, even more than £400 per day. Plenty of people, and Nigerians I'm talking. So now he's telling you these are other areas outside of IT that pay that 400 plus per day. Construction project manager, average contractor day rate is 445 to 525. Senior project director, 800 to 1,150. You see, some people will hear this one then go shout. Of course, these things no be something you just jump out and start doing. These ones you require many years of experience. You require experience. Now, renewable energy, 700 to 900. Experience is important. I keep saying it. Quantity surveying. And some of these ones that he's listing now, you actually need to go and study for them. And so, like a quantity surveyor role, you got to, of course, that one you have to really be qualified. But the question here is, are there jobs outside of IT that pay above £400 per day? They look them. Interim project manager. So quick comparison table. Look at them. Typical day rate, project manager 445 to that. Senior quantity surveyor 450 to 700. You see them, most of these, you need to be qualified. You need to have many years of experience. Good. But the question was, are there roles outside of IT that pay above 400? Remember the question. Now let us check the next question. In all of these roles you mentioned, are Nigerians well represented or even employed in them? This was a key one, because somebody said that some of these roles before you like as if we get checked. And I'll tell you before I look at what Grok said. You're already seeing it there. Yes. Oyibo, no, they look where you from. If you have the brains when it comes to IT, all they care about is we are trying to build this product. We are looking for somebody that has the brain. My brother, once you have the brain and you walk into that interview room and you answer the questions right and you demonstrate that you can do it, you are almost there. It's not 100% guaranteed, but that is a big step in the right direction. And I'm telling you that is how most people got it. Okay, we asked Grok, are Nigerians in these jobs? Look the answer now. Yes. Nigerians are employed and in several cases well represented across the roles we've mentioned, particularly in IT contractor space and construction quantity surveying. The Nigerian diaspora is one of the most visible skilled migrant groups in the UK professional sector, with strong presence via skilled worker visas, global talent visas, and direct employment. Here is the 2026 picture. When I see them, all of them way they belittle on herself, including this guy here, who probably hasn't got the right qualification to enter into any of these jobs, who has tried and it's not working for him, and now he's trying to preach and tell everybody to chill, you know, go filmmaker. And he's still very young. He still got time to try to reinvent himself, you know, but he's here eating big chicken and telling everybody, chill, you know, go filmmaker, unless they do yahoo yahoo. Who tell you? You think all of Nigerians abroad are into yahoo yahoo and they're talking nonsense here. So now, IT roles, software development, Nigerians rank among the top nationalities for global talent visas in digital technology. They hear them. Nigerians rank very high, you know. So Home Office and Tech Nation show that Nigerians are highly successful applicants when it comes to tech migration. Many Nigerian professionals are actively working in senior DevOps, cloud, software engineering, and related contractor roles in UK firms, including in banks, fintechs, consultancies. There are numerous public examples of Nigerians moving into 400 plus day level roles after gaining experience or via sponsorship bootcamps. Nigerian fintech and tech talents is also flowing both ways, with UK-based Nigerian-led companies creating jobs while individuals fill high-skill gaps. I don't know where this guy from. Some of these guys are just living inside one hole. They will come out once in a while, chop big chicken, look, I'm in Europe, and talk nonsense. When you come, the same thing, when you come to construction and project management, look, yes, actively employed and represented. Interim, all of the areas, employed and present, everywhere. All of those areas is mentioned. Nigerians are everywhere there. So, I don't know. That is the end of the video. Now, let me show you how people have been responding. Look, even while this video was going on, look, we are now on 14 responses. And majority of it is people just doubting and talking rubbish. So, let us go in and see what people are saying. I've had to block some of them. So, I said to the video, typical woman, they give himself excuse for failure. Your mate, they collect 500 to 600 per day doing IT work, and you there they find who go join you in your misery. How will one not afford a mansion in Nigeria with 600 per day? Bro, humble yourself and ask people how. And that is the thing. If you don't know, you ask people. Look at the very first question. This one was doing sarcasm. Reverse telling me that yes, one of his G's went to Europe and told him that they pick money on the streets. So what did I do? I just went to one of the most popular job sites in the UK where they post a lot of IT jobs, and grabbed a screen from there and showed him. And if you look at this one, data engineer, one of the things that Grok mentioned, is actually quoted for 500 to 650 per day. Look at the next one, lead data migration engineer, 950 per day. Yes, I agree with you. These roles require a lot of experience. It requires a lot of expertise. But what stops? That guy is still very young. That guy in the video is still very young. If he starts today and decide that he wants to go into IT, in the next 5 years, he will be in a place. By that time, sir, the money going to increase from 400 per day. Assuming IT is his area. Even if IT is not, look at some of the other areas. Construction, the oil industry. If he decides today that I want to start looking, and that is how most people did it. They came to the UK, they started hearing, money there for ITO. And they looked at themselves. They've got the baseline qualification, maybe a degree. They started looking until they found it. That is the story of so many people in IT in the UK. They started asking around until they found how to do it. Where do I do the boot camp? Who am I? They found a role model who is already working in the area, who guided them. That is the story of so many of these people. Not coming here and be eating chicken and be telling everybody to go and chill and relax. So let me see some of the responses. So look again. Some people will have openly abusive self. So I'm answering all of them here. Let me just see. Let me see some of the more abusive one. See, this one is, this place is full of excuses and so on. This guy is saying, what is the point? After all, they will divide it by tax. Bro, what do you care? If government takes 40%, you made like 120,000 in a year. Government took like 45% of it. You are still left with a lot of money. What are you talking? Is it not better than? I don't know. So, see, this one is even plain. So many of, I've had to block so many of them. See, this one just told me, you know, if he gets sense for life. So immediately I just posted this to him. And since then, he's not responded. Oh yeah, respond to this thing now. This is the evidence. See, this one, call me move. Now everybody go do IT. Of course, not everybody will do IT. There are so many other areas like we just saw. And this Grok investigation I did, anybody can do it. Some of these guys will be here instead of using that same phone they have and doing the investigation for themselves. They would rather stay here and be producing more excuses and attacking anybody that dares to bring them out of their comfort zone. So there are two categories of people in Europe. The ones were normal, at least these ones they agree. So how much should they collect? See, I can't believe this. See, there are so many. It's just too much. It's just too much. If I start going into all of it, we will not come out here today. But let us see the latest one that just came. We will open this. Anyway, some of these are just plain rubbish. Plain rubbish. Some of them are. I had to block some of them. See, this one is even plain abusive. Only top experts are choosing for jobs like this. You retards, swine. Talking about dull or smart people. Look, can't tell them your case no get killed. When ignorance mixed with bad mouth, plus relentless refusal to say like an incurable disease, is shocking. Even in the face of evidence, it's very simple. Go to LinkedIn, search for Nigerians in the IT sector, and then look at your mates who are doing these same jobs that I've posted here. How did they do it? Are they not in the same Europe? Are they not in the same America? Now somebody, they would rather agree with this guy.
Europe, money not there. This Europe, so money not there at all. I don't know about UK, Canada.
You see, the guy that they want to listen to doesn't know that UK is in Europe. And this is the problem. This guy who has chosen to come out and address people doesn't know that UK is in Europe. And people are ready to listen to him instead of listening to the voice of reason. Adios, my people.